Take a minute to settle into your posture. Allowing yourself to come into the present moment. Check in with the key points of your posture. So noticing the uprightness of the back, making sure the legs are placed comfortably, the hands are placed comfortably. And with that sense of uprightness, allow the whole body to relax. Begin this practice by bringing to mind the intention that every practice session that we do, we can see it as an act of kindness. Kindness for ourselves, to give ourselves this time to really give ourselves permission to relax. Cultivating helpful qualities of mind, or even just doing nothing, how beneficial that is. And it's also an act of kindness for those around us. As our bowl is filled up, it will spill over, rippling out these benefits to those around us. Now check in with how you're feeling. Notice what is present for you right now in your internal experience. Noticing any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions, perhaps that overall felt sense. And just greeting that with acceptance, curiosity. Now bring to mind the sense of your own efforts, the determination, diligence, and patience. All of the effort you've put in over the course of your practice history. All of these intentions. This wish to move forward, to come out of suffering, to move towards happiness, freedom, and meaningfulness. just acknowledging all the effort to bring you to this point. Now, check in with your external sensations. Bring a bright, clear awareness to the sounds that you can hear. Notice now anything that you can see. So even if your eyes are closed, noticing what that looks like. Perhaps there's darkness, shades of color, maybe even patterns. You might just see a kind of vague blankness. And then bringing your attention to the sensations of the body. Noticing the feeling in your hands, warmth, coolness, pressure, texture, tingling. Noticing the feeling of being supported by the chair, cushion, floor, bench. And then allow your awareness to open up to the whole body space, including the legs and lower body, the torso, the back, the belly, the chest, the arms from the shoulders to the fingertips, and the neck and head. Aware of the whole body, sensitive to the whole body. Opening up to the body space, and allowing the whole body to soften and relax. So, this practice I like to call self guidance compass. See if we can find this sense of self guidance and having a sense of trust and confidence in our ability to practice. A sense that things are moving in the direction they need to move. Practice is unfolding and it doesn't feel stuck. So I'm going to ask a few questions. I'm going to provide a few prompts. And I invite you to briefly contemplate these, but keeping some or maybe even most of your attention with the body space. Noticing what comes up in the body. The body space might also be more of the background sense. So the first prompt is, in your practice, what would be good? What would be a good direction to move in? What qualities of mind would you like to cultivate? And the next prompt is, what do you love about practice, about meditation, about the traditions, or the way it makes you feel, or what it's done for you? What do you love? Could also be a sense of the community or people, the silence. See what comes up for you. And the next prompt, see if you can put aside any concerns or questions and just feel into your response to this. It's not the kind of question we always hear in Buddhist practice. What do you yearn for? What is your deeper desire? Now consider, how do you see yourself? How do you see yourself as a practitioner? An open question. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as someone following a treatment plan, a medical sense? Do you see yourself as an explorer or an artist? Is it creative? Do you see yourself as following a tradition? No wrong answers here. How do you see yourself in practice? And finally, what would be a good way to relate to practice? What would be a good way to relate to practice? And what would be a good next step? What would be a good next step? And the next step here can be something very small, just the intention to return back to your meditation object, the intention for acceptance or welcoming, opening, the intention of metta. Now, for the rest of the time here, I'd like you to return back to your base practice. Return back to what feels good to you, what you're working on. And try to keep this self-guidance compass in mind. And the steps of that are to notice how things are right now, to have a sense of what would be good, what direction you'd like to go in. And then just taking one step in that direction and seeing what happens.